hurry.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Raven, and it is story time with Raven. Today I did say that I was gonna start it yesterday. Well, I did say yesterday that I was gonna start it today. So, I'm starting it right now, and the theme of this is, going to be, what the fudge? Okay. Alright, so the story for today is, gonna be fiction. So I'm gonna make this up as I go just to be interesting as we play some GTA. So there were two people. Huh. What are we gonna name them? Let's say Gavin and um Gavin and Daryl. Alright, so Daryl and Gavin, excuse me, sorry about that. But Daryl and Gavin are, two good friends. Daryl and Gavin have been through, a lot together, and, they're still friends now. So, as Daryl and Gavin get together, they go to, Gavin's house. Gavin, has, like, a big mansion with, like, Lamborghinis and all that stuff. And Daryl's like, how do you make all this money? And Gavin was like, just by doing YouTube and playing video games. And then Gavin was like, and then Daryl was like, well, how do you make all this money with this, but, you don't, you don't have, like, a pool in your backyard or anything like that. Oh, great, I got a bounty. But you don't got a pool in your backyard or anything like that. So, so Mr. Gavin said, well, it's just that I didn't want a pool in my backyard, and plus, I have family, so I can't, I mean, it would be nice, but I can't do anything with that because my wife has all my money. So, Daryl was like, well, that's cool. So they stopped talking about that. They went out to eat, alright? So as they went out to eat, as they went out to eat, Gavin and Daryl stumped upon one of their really old friend, Jeff. His name is Jeff. Literally his name is Jeff. But, hello! Alright, so his name is Jeff. Daryl, Jeff, and Daryl, Jeff, and Gavin were, just walking on the beach one day. I'm not walking on the beach. Oh my god, what am I talking about? So, all of them were just like, sitting there, having, some fun and playing, they were talking about, like, what happened earlier and all that jazz. Like how Gavin got this big house and everything like that, which, Daryl saw later on that day. So, now that Daryl and Gavin were on their way to eat, Gavin paid for everything because he's like the big guy who has like all the money and everything like that. So Gavin paid for everyone to eat at this big restaurant called Diner Games or whatever, I don't know. Diner Games, where they could eat and play some video games like Call of Duty and all that jazz. So as they played Call of Duty and all that, they had fun, started playing like a whole bunch of games. Jeff entered the building, and Jeff was like, "What a coincidence seeing you guys here. We don't see each other that often, but now we're just like running into each other and all that jazz." So, now that Jeff, Gavin, and Daryl were together, they decided to go back to Gavin's house and play some games and all that jazz. So they decided to go to Gavin's house, play games, and all that fun stuff. So as they played the games, Gavin realized something. His wife and his kids weren't there, and they were supposed to be there. So as Gavin wandered around, everybody just was like, "Gavin, you're pulling a prank on us. This isn't funny." And he was like, "No, guys, my wife and stuff is not here." So Gavin, Jeff, and Daryl all went on a cool trip. They went to go find out where Gavin's wife and kids were. They did find Gavin's kids. They were when they went out, they walked out the door and they were just sitting on the playground, and it was mysterious because usually they don't go use that playground because it's broke. So Gavin asked, why are you guys sitting here with this?" And they were like, "Well, we just think it's fun, Daddy, because all this stuff, all this stuff is like so cool and ancient that we wanna play with it more and have fun and all that jazz." So it was just like a little like makeup thing. They were trying to just say something about how they weren't like feeling well. They weren't feeling themselves. So then Gavin finally figured out that day that they weren't feeling their selves. So as Gavin wasn't feeling as his kids weren't feeling like their selves, they began to transform, so to say. They transformed into aliens. Well, not aliens, but mystical creatures that no one has ever heard of. It was a mixture of a dog, a person, and a zombie. So like they were like all weird and funked out and like, gonna get you, yeah, whatever. But so Gavin, Jeff, Daryl grabbed guns from the back. He did them, but then they went back to where they were holding where they were holding all the stuff, and Gavin lost them. Gavin was like, "What?" Like he was like, "Where are they at? Where did they go? What happened?" And then all of a sudden, Gavin got bit. Gavin didn't realize what it was from. So, Gavin, so Gavin and all that, so as Gavin, got bit, he wondered, what happened. Gavin was like, "What? Oh, I wanna be on the side. Are you kidding me?" Alright, so Gavin was just like wondering what happened, and like he was like bleeding all over the place. Like there was like a puddle of blood right under him. So Gavin and all that, Gavin ended up dying, and Daryl and Jeff left him go. So as Gavin and Gavin died, Daryl and Jeff were like, "Oh my god," like they were so confused to what happened with Gavin and all that. So they decided to leave Gavin alone and not talk to Gavin anymore, because Gavin was dead, which they had to bury him, but they couldn't. Not right now, at least. So now Jeff, Daryl are there, and they're just plowing through all these puppy human zombies. And Daryl had this big old like machine gun, pallet everybody out of the way. But now all of a sudden, Daryl didn't have any ammo. Then Daryl went down, he got bit, he died. And then it was only Jeff. Jeff and Daryl, Jeff looked at Daryl before he died and said, "I love you, bro." And Jeff decided to try to kill off as much as he could, but he could not do anything. So, Gavin, Jeff, Daryl, they died, and that was what happened, and they did not see each other ever again until they went up into heaven and all that jazz, and then they survived, and, well, they didn't survive, but they... But, yeah, guys, so they all died and ended up coming back to life because there was this one person, Michael. He was the one who destroyed the beacon from spawning all of those puppy, zombie, human type things, and ended up Gavin, Jeff, Michael came back to life, and they all came back to life and survived. So yeah, they survived, the kids survived, Gavin was back with his family, and Michael got like a whole bunch of money just for helping everyone survive, and Daryl survived with his family, and Jeff, he just disappeared like always. Jeff was the odd one from the group, if you know what I mean. So yeah, guys, that was pretty much my story of how these group of people survived an outbreak. And yeah, guys, so yeah, guys, thank you all for watching this video. I really do appreciate having all of your guys' support on these videos, and I'm trying this new Storytime with Raven, so let's see how many likes we can hit. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching this little video Storytime with Raven. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and peace. Oh, and peace out, guys. Thank you all for watching.